Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 22, and today is another chance for us to play the Season 9 2009 game mode in this fantastic installment of MotoGP. So the challenge is in this one. It's pretty simple, to be honest with you. We just got to get ahead of Stoner, but we've got to do it pronto and then keep hold of that position before we finish the end of the next few laps. So we've got 2 laps to do this in. As I say, lap 2 out of 3 already. The first one wasn't even part of the challenge as the autopilot simply took over. But we'll go for the lunge here already into the right hand side for Michelin. That was an aggressive move, but I will be frank, I didn't have the easiest of time getting past Stoner, so I've gone for the lunge early, and now hopefully we can keep him at bay. But there is Stoner again. Oh, that was super close. If he passes you at any point, the challenge gets null and void, which I noticed earlier. We've seen that before in the one in Motegi, I do believe it was, with Lorenzo. So just got to try and keep him at bay, keep on pushing as much as we can, and then hopefully we can get this first challenge done. Now in today's video there will be 2 challenges within one, because we do have an alternate challenge, as then to try and beat Dani Pedrosa, which we'll be doing in just a moment's time. But good stuff so far, 0.5 of a second clear from the man on board the Ducati. Casey Stoner is just dropping ever so slightly, but I think that's because of our superior pace at this point right now. But following Pedrosa in now to the right-hander of the Angel Nieto corner for turn 9. Got to keep it nice and tight here for Pelliqui. Really tight if we can. A little bit too tight if I do say so myself, as we kind of went over the green, but thankfully no warning was given, so Valentino can still pursue Dani Pedrosa ahead of us. Now Pedrosa, 0.8 of a second, seems to be very rapid. Even in my attempts before this particular video, didn't find an opportunity to actually beat Pedrosa, but hopefully we can change that here today. But for now, penultimate lap complete across the line. It's a 1:37.501. That's a pretty solid lap as we go a little bit out of shape into the first corner. But now onto the right hand side, we will recover some time as the gap is still hovering roughly around 0.5 of a second. It has dropped ever so slightly, but it will return back to 0.5 when we get into the Pedrosa corner for the man ahead of us, of course, for turn 6. Now into the left hand side for turn 4. Just touching the rumble strip ever so slightly there with the rear tyre. Still a lot of pressure on. We're actually increasing our pace, yet Stoner is still on the charge as well. This one is certainly not over, but if we can get the slipstream of the Repsol Honda man ahead of us, things should be a little bit easy. But that's familiar right leg coming out briefly there for Valentino as we go into the Pedrosa corner. At this point in the game, this would have been called the DrAce corner. Of course, a mistake I still make to this day. But now into turn 7 and the approach to the Jorge Martinez Aspar corner for turn 8. Keeping it nice and tight. I do love getting this corner right. It's a very satisfying corner, but Stoner is not out of this yet. 0.2 of a second is the Australian. Is he going to deter us from a possible double challenge completion? We'll see in just a moment's time. Rossi on the rumble strips, losing a bit of traction, losing a bit of time, wide into the Crivier corner. Can we get it right? Going into Ferrari for turn 12. There is Casey Stoner. Oh, he's seriously putting the pressure on now as we go very firm on the brakes for the final corner for the Lorenzo corner for turn 13. 0.7 clear from Stoner. We were absolutely crucial to get that right into the final corner, and we have the job done. Brilliantly done, and now on to the second challenge. So after a very brief drink break, we now need to duel Pedrosa and finish in the first position with Valentino Rossi here in Jerez once again. Now I absolutely adore this Spanish GP, really love this track, so the more the merrier here in Jerez, but unfortunately there is only a couple of challenges for this particular Grand Prix, but the gap is 1 second to Pedrosa ahead of us, so it is going to take a bit of gall and a bit of power and speed to chase down the man ahead of us. So we'll see what can happen in 2 laps. We need to get the job done, but I'm still very confident. But the issue I've got is distance Pedrosa by at least 0.5 seconds. That seems a little bit ominous when we're already a second behind. Hopefully Pedrosa is going to be a little bit slower as we're now progressed further into the Grand Prix. Whoa, massive moment there for Rossi. Goodness me. I guess that deserves a track limit warning, but bloody hell, that was too close for comforts. But we've actually closed in a massive amount there on Pedrosa. 0.5 of a second is the gap, so we've cut it down to half, but now this is the most important part. Not only get ahead of Pedrosa, but then take 5 seconds. So we need a 1 second swing on this final lap here in Jerez right now. But we're going to go for the lunge once ago. Oh, I thought about it. Oh, I definitely thought about it. Considered going up for the inside like we did with Stoner just a moment ago. But now Pedrosa is ahead of us. Each and every corner that we don't get past Pedrosa makes this even more difficult for us to complete the second objective of this challenge here today. But now into the right-hand side for Cito Pons, continuing to get into the slipstream and hopefully projectile out of the corner here to then finally go up on the inside into the brakes in the Pedrosa corner on the man who the corner is named after. And there you go, right boot going out for Valentino Rossi. The Dying Easy boot just launching itself out there to slow the 9 times world champion down, or I guess in this case it was 8 times world champion, since 2009 is about him winning the 9th championship. But never mind about that for now. The goal is to get 0.5 of a second ahead of Pedrosa into the final couple of sectors here in this Spanish circuit. Now this is my first attempt at this, so we'll see what we can do. If it doesn't seem likely, then maybe we can consider trying this one again. But for now, going into Pelequi, we have a 0.3 of a second advantage. It has dipped a little bit. It has dipped quite a bit there, actually. I don't think we're going to get this one done. It dropped even below 0.2, but into Ferrari we'll go now for the final time of asking. A little bit wide there, but now into the final corner, into Lorenzo. Pretty firm on the brakes, pretty stellar actually. 0.6 of a second is the gap there. Goodness me, if we get the correct acceleration here without wheeling, we might have got this one done. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. 0.6 of a second across the line. A 1:36.895 for Valentino Rossi. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for a lot more DrAce and MotoGP 22 content. Thanks for watching, guys, and ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.